Hey there, Fox, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk a lot about hiring and building thriving teams worldwide. This is something that I'm very, very passionate about. And I decided to make this video just because some of my coaching clients are coming from brick and mortar businesses, and it breaks my heart to hear about their struggles with hiring that can be solved within just installing one tool. No wonder hiring seems to them like a tedious and so fucking process, which is actually magical and fun if you know the right tools. When we get started with my amazing clients, first thing we do is we measure where we're currently at. So what processes do we have? What tools do we have? How it's run right now? Then we take a look at the key numbers and set the goals on where should we head it at, so that my clients can see the real deal on our cooperation, on how successful our cooperation is. I need to back up our success with numbers. So when I ask them about recruitment, they shudder. Why? Why does it seem so daunting to them? And the process does take very long. It's because they lack one tool, which is applicant tracking system, ATS, how we call it. In this video, I'm going to give you the lowdown on how ATS can benefit your business, can speed up hiring efficiency, can speed up hiring processes, and save you budget. So grab a coffee, sit back, relax, and let's dive into the applicant tracking system world. An applicant tracking system can also be thought as a digital filing cabinet. Just like how you would file important documents in a physical cabinet, the ATS stores the resumes, like all the information about your candidates, the ones who apply or the ones who you source, in one digital space, making it super easy for hiring managers to find the right fit for the role. Not everyone should invest into ATS. If most of the time you work with freelancers and contractors that you find on different platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and you hire them for specific projects, don't bother. But if you need high quality A players to join your team, then ATS is a must-have tool for you. What's so magical about ATS and why do you need one? When I ask my clients how's their recruitment process right now, they tell me, well, we have multiple accounts on Indeed, Glassdoor, AngelList, LinkedIn, etc., and we manage our applicants through those platforms, logging in every time to those platforms. Now, that's why I cringe at the thought of the recruiters or, administrators who do this manual work. First and foremost, why do you need an ATS is because it automatically publishes your job to more than 50 job boards. And the number of job boards depends on which ATS you choose. For example, Workable does post to 200 plus job boards. I'm going to talk more about different ATSs. With one click of a button, your job is posted to all the well-known job boards, and you manage your candidates on one platform. Imagine, you do not have to manually log into Indeed, log into Glassdoor. You have everything in one platform. Check how are the candidates going, manage the communication on different platforms. Oh, my head would burst. So with ATS, you have all the inbound applicants in one place. What is also great that you can set up different automations, like for example, knockout questions. Let's say you are looking for an architect, a registered architect in the state of Texas. You post the job, and underneath, there is a question. Are you a registered architect in the state of Texas? And there is a drop-down menu, yes or no. Now, the candidates who choose no are automatically rejected with a sweet, of course, email that is sent by default to their inbox. And you are not even going to see this candidate, and you're not going to spend time screening those unqualified resumes. So what's amazing is that you get only qualified applicants in your talent pool. To sum it up, number one reason to use ATS is to save time. Usually with my clients, we reduce time to fill in half. So let's say previously it took them 60 days to hire an architect, and now it takes them only 30 days to bring that person, like amazing person, on board. That's awesome. Second reason, it increases your efficiency drastically. You can set up different automations. All the communication with the candidates is stored in one place. It allows you to search using keywords. So let's say you are looking for an administrative assistant and you have an influx of applicants. Trust me, for this specific role, somehow you get super irrelevant profiles. So you can search by the keyword administrative assistant, and boom, you have, instead of 500 applicants, you have only 100 or even less who are relevant to what you're looking for. Also, it stores candidate communication. So let's say you have 2 recruiters on your team, or you have found some amazing candidate on LinkedIn, and you want to move that person to your applicant tracking system. But when you do so, you see that that candidate is already in the system and your recruiter has been communicating with them for a week, and you can even see their email communication in that platform. It also stores all the email templates. So you need only to click one button to send one email. ATS also promotes collaborative hiring through commenting and sharing features that allows recruiters to give their feedback about the candidates further on to the hiring team. This positively impacts the decision-making process. Also, you can set up hundreds of automation. For example, I have already mentioned the knockout questions where the candidates are rejected by default if they're not qualified for the role. Another case is when the candidate applies, they get an automated thank you email letting them know you as a company value their time, and if they're qualified, you will get back to them within, let's say, 7 business days. And you don't even have to click anything. It is all done automatically. You can set up different alerts. Let's say one of the candidates is sitting in the introductory call for more than 7 days. So your recruiter had a conversation with them, and then there is no updates that has been sent to them, or the hiring manager didn't give the feedback. So your team, the hiring manager, the recruiter, and you receive an alert saying, hey, Mark has been in the introductory call for more than 5 days. Do you want to send them an update? This is just the tip of the iceberg of all the automations that you can set out. Like, you can send automatically the offer letters, assign paperwork, and so much more. Third reason, it boosts your employer branding and provides a better candidate experience. We all know that it is a totally candidate-centric market right now, so the candidates dictate the role. Since your hiring efficiency went up with those alerts and automations, it means that the recruiters spend more time communicating with the candidate, updating them, keeping them in the loop, and no candidate falls through the cracks because every communication is stored in one place and not on different platforms. When I talk about boosting employer brand, the magic of ATS is that you can create a beautiful careers page without a software engineer and UX UI designer. Even your recruiter who has basic knowledge in site creation can publish at least the basic information about your company. So it's not just an applicant tracking system. It takes care of your marketing as well. Reason number 4, it improves the quality of your hires. Why? For starters, because you publish your job to more than 58 job boards. So more people seeing your job and apply. You have a more diverse candidate pool. The more candidates you have, better hiring decision you can make. And remember, we have the knockout question, so ATS offers you qualified candidates. The most robust ATSs offer you AI sourcing. So imagine you just post the job and every day you receive quality candidates in your inbox, and you only press approve or disapprove. And the AI learns from your answers and doesn't send you the unqualified candidates. And what you are left to do is to sit back and wait for an invitation that will automatically pop up in your calendars. Why? Because if you click approve, you can set up an automation that sends out an email to the candidates inviting them for the call with you. Magic. Reason number 5, it generates performance reports with one click of a button. I talk more about hiring metrics that you need to know in my video here. But if you monitor your key recruitment metrics, you understand where you're wasting your recruitment spend and where you should be using it instead to improve your results. Now, have I convinced you to invest into the ATS? I hope so. But you might think, okay, so if it does job postings, automation, email templates, communication, and everything, how much does it cost? Well, don't you worry, because I have prepared for you a list of my top 3 favorites with one that you can use for free. Let's get down to this. The first applicant tracking system that I want to introduce you to is Breezy HR. Why? Because it is completely free. Obviously with some strings attached, there is no such thing as free lunch. But if you just want to play around, if you want to see the impact that the ATS can bring to your company, and you don't want to spend any money on it, this is the best way to do this. If we go to pricing, we'll see the options that are available for the basic features. Now, this is the bootstrap option that I was talking about. It's completely free. Startup cost $157 per month. And what do we have? So unlimited users. It means that you can register within this platform as many people as you want. Unlimited candidates under one condition. Bootstrap plans provide unlimited access to candidates added within the last 30 days. But again, it's a great way for you to get used to the applicant tracking system. So, and then you can upgrade your account to startup. Unlimited positions, unlimited candidate pool. So what does it do? You can create a branded career site. You can distribute your job to more than 50 job boards for free again. Pretty amazing. GDPR compliance and automation, multilanguage support, world-class resume parsing. Sorry, but you see with startup growth and business plans, you have so much more. Candidate automations. But all in all, Breezy is amazing for you to try this tool in general. All right, so the next 2 options that I'm gonna recommend are both top-notch, but it really just depends on what you're trying to accomplish with your hiring. Are you just hiring a few people every other month, or are you trying to scale up hiring 500 people per year? The first one is workable. This is my most favorite if you hire occasionally, so once every other month. It has all the features that you might need, and you only pay $129 per month per job. So let's say you need 2 months to close one role, you're gonna pay $260. And if you manage within 1 month, you're only gonna pay $129 for all the features that it offers you. And what does it offer? Job posting to 200 plus boards globally. It's amazing. Career page builder, 200 AI sourcing profile views per month. What does it mean? Workable sources, passive candidates. And you only review them and invite to the interview, or so they do the sourcing for you. Gmail, Zoom, Outlook integrations, automated actions, e-signatures and offer letters. Trust me, it's such a useful automation. Automated GDPR, EOA, CCPA compliance, self-guided onboarding. Now, you see you can compare all the options, but Workable is amazing, and it's very user-friendly, and it's super easy to set up. Let's say you need to hire someone tomorrow, you can set up Workable within like 1 day. That's why I love it. So Greenhouse is the third option that I'm gonna present to you. And now, depending on your hiring needs, you can choose one of three options. So Greenhouse is amazing if you are scaling up rapidly. If you need to hire 50 to 500, 1,000 candidates per year. So it is much more robust than any other software, that any other ATS, like Breezy, Bamboo HR, Workable, etc. But at the same time, it is much more complex. So be aware that it took me 1 month to set up Greenhouse with all the templates, automations, career site, and I had to use our software engineer to help me with that. So this is an excellent platform, but it helps you in the long run. If you need someone fast, right here, right now, then use Workable. If you build a talent acquisition strategy, then Greenhouse is your go-to product. Also, the pricing is very different and you won't find it online, but 4 years ago when I bought this software, it costs around $6,000 per year for an enterprise less than 50 people. But again, if you're scaling up, this is your go-to tool. There are so many amazing platforms out there and their solutions are tailored specifically to your needs. So I highly recommend you doing your research on top and choose it wisely. If you have an ATS already installed, then comment below with your favorite platform and what features do you love the most. If you really enjoyed watching this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and clicking that bell. It really means a world to me. You can also add me on TikTok, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and let's stay connected. I hope you're going to have a wonderful rest of the week, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.